see. We're going to see lots of kills this match. That's what I'm
And
sure
they're
of.
very hyped about it.
A lot of objectives also.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to hand it over to our casters to bring you all the action. Don't go anywhere. Game 1 starts now here at the Games of the Future Abu Dhabi 2025, powered by ADNOC.
Here we are. Team Spirit going up against Team Max. Nobody expected Team Spirit to be in this spot, but here they are after almost being taken out of the tournament, out of being eliminated, but gonna be facing up against Team Max. Do you think that Team Max has got the composition to actually take Game 1 against Team Spirit, Naisu?
I think they do, man. This is one of the things that it's a little bit of a throwback. King Ares has the Uranus, and then you have the Esmeralda across from them. Hold on, mid lane, though. They're quite low. In a good position. Sal's actually dying to the first blood. One shot was going to go for his own. Sunset Lever goes forward just to drag him back. A whole lot of battle spells thrown out in the first minute of the game. But it's a trade, though. The 1-for-1 across the board. To answer that question, though, I will say Team Max, I like the composition they have, Wolf. I think it's a pick-off-centric composition. Anytime you have the Cho there, that's going to be the case. But also, you kind of have some insurance towards the late game if you get there. But I would say Team Spirit has that, especially with Hiko on the Claude. Once he gets those 3 items, that power spike's going to be there. It's really going to be difficult to kill Sunset Lover because of moves like this. I don't know if you're going to get away this time. Yep. The key goes down. BMO down in the mid.
Look, the key for Team Max. Gonna snag actually this Uranus. Tank Hero survived. They did not even force a flicker. So King Ares only has to pop the concentration for that one. I think Team Max are fairly okay with this. However, Team Spirit have already blown them out.
And the fight for this turtle is just going to result in TS getting it, right? Team Spirit's got control of this turtle. One shot secures it. Now, if you look at the lineup from Team Spirit, it's literally nothing fancy, right? This is like, what this lineup is just kind of, it's very standard in the way it's going to fight. Eventually, when Hiko is online, then the Claude kind of adds some variance to that. But what I was going to say about Sunset Lover too is on his Jushin or even the other mages that he likes to play in the mid lane, he doesn't die much, and that's if you notice in a lot of Team Spirit's games, Sunset Lover is able to go ahead and play more on that utility style mages, and he can also play the more bursty ones. But when he does get his hands on the Jushin, for example, like this, he's very good at just kind of controlling the battlefield. And then you complement that by having the Hylos. The Hylos has been popping up more and more and more once again within the meta. Glorious Pathway, obviously one of the great kind of crowd control ultimates drop down. It really slows down or cuts off exit routes for the opposing team. You pair that up with a Jushin, man, you have so much control within these fights. King Ares, this is what I'm talking about. This Glorious Pathway, it's going to slow him down. He's going to be able to get the stun, and then they clean up the kill. And that's why I was saying my point with the Hylos works so well in this current setup of, having more crowd control, being able to catch certain heroes out, even like the Uranus now.
And what's great about that Sawa ultimate, Glorious Pathway was laid down in advance. He
knew.
Laid down the Glorious Pathway where King Ares would go, not where King Ares would. So it was a nice use of the ultimate. And Team Spirit will actually collect the turret. Top might even make a move onto the mid lane because they know that they are very powerful. Quietly here at 4 minutes in, you have 2,000 gold lead for Team Spirit.
Big lead already up to this point in the game. We'll see if Team Max is able to adjust, and most of that adjustment is just to see what Cypher can do, but he's getting thrown around, and there isn't much that you can do about it right now. One of the changes with the Jushin, like I said, she went through a little bit of a change with the recent patch. There is that cooldown, of course, of about 4 seconds when you throw someone around before you can throw them again, but this is just an objective go in the hands of Team Spirit here. Second turtle of the game, easy take for one shot. So it's Team Max trying to scrape up what they can here, Wolf, and going to try to potentially make a play. Now dropping down the Glorious Pathway. They know they want to fight this. Even 3v4, they'll take this fight, and they're going to throw King Ares around. A couple Rhapsody shots here from Lei will keep them from initiating further.
3.4k gold lead for Team Spirit. You wouldn't think that it's a massive lead, but if you look at that time, it's just 5 minutes of this game. Now they're taking over. Kid Bomba even got it where Saksu is.
Saksu!
Unlikely to actually get the orange bulb, but the fact that they're giving information and forcing retributions all over the place, that's already good. And now can be back to farming. Will prompt Team Max to decide what lane to go to face.
Oh, this is going to be tough now. Fighting around the purple buff. Pathway dropped down by Sallow. Kid Bomba jumping in under the turret for the key. But they just have everything lined up. Cypher trying to get away, burning, but 1 HP will still stay alive. The rest of the team not going to be so lucky as King Ares falls. And meanwhile, Hiko just doing his thing, working on that bottom lane to go ahead and push in that tier 1 turret. So right now, Team Spirit playing fully into the advantage that they have, and Team Max are looking for some type of play somewhere, somehow. But you're starting to see this gap build even further, even just between the jungles here.
They've taken out a purple buff away from the Lancelot, and even making the gap between one shot as well as Sapphire even bigger. Moment, Team Spirit are poised to take this level, and it might even be a kill. That was ultimate skill. So on point.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the amount of value he's getting out of this Hylos right now is just it's maximum value. The glorious pathways have been amazing. Sao himself is just able to go ahead and take up so much damage, and you know this is like one of the best experiences you can have as a jungler. Your one shot, you just do what you need to do. You know, rotate, get your buffs, get the turtles, and scale up as quick as you can. The rest of the team is just on control of the jungle, and as you mentioned, Kid Bomba doing a fantastic job at actually just giving information over to the rest of the team. Like, hey, you know, Saksu is here. He's grabbing his orange buff. He's up on this top of the side of the map. If you guys want to make a play, you probably can. And this is what's going to happen here. King Ares, trying to get away, popping the concentrate. He go there, nice dodge with the BMI. Blazing Throw going to be used, but he is cut off from the rest of the fight. They're still going to go for more as Cypher falls. Kid Bomba joining the fight, going to pop the brilliance here. King Ares trying to get away, but he's dragged to his death. A beacon under the tier 2 bottom lane. Team Spirit will take 3.
Wow. A clean take, you know, from Team Spirit, especially when the likes of Kid Bomba are jumping in just to force on the brilliance, and then everybody will just back out and then go back to the fight with such precision coming up from Team Spirit meant that they looked untouched. I felt like they didn't even have to worry about their lives during that moment. Like Team Max were just so in the defensive that the resources that they have that should have been used for their own offense weren't even used at all. Team Spirit are just running through it, rolling through Team Max right now. Oh!
Hiko jumping in with the Blaze do it. 3 members, 4, just feeling that strength of a fully locked in Hiko at this point. I think he's got the 3 items already. They've scaled up so fast, man. 10k lead at 8 minutes. Maybe he's just got 2, working on the 3rd. Okay, look at him. Okay, yeah, he's working on the 3rd right now. I was gonna say he's got to be so close with this kind of lead and just the laning he had. Yeah. He's not yet to the tips, right? The 3 item power spike. But he's almost there. Spike, yeah. He's almost there. And you could see it with the Blazing Do It already, just pumping out that damage.
Well, you can see the Team Spirit are very comfortable with the outcome of this early game with them. So from the mid game, we haven't even reached the mid game yet, but now we are. The Lord is now available for Team Spirit to take last pawn, and there it is. Man, 850. 8 minutes and 50 seconds, 3 item power spike for a gold laner. We haven't seen that in a very long time. Ever since the patch, the next project next were out of the gold inside lanes were produced, we have not seen any 9-minute 3 item power spike. This is one of the fastest 3 item power spikes we've ever seen. As of late, I mean.
Yeah, this is about one of the fastest ones we've seen, at least here too, for Games of the Future, I'd say. You know, one of the quickest power spikes that we see built up on a lineup that, like I said, isn't anything fancy. And honestly, if you look at all the team fights and everything they've done, it's either been a pathway drop down or just Sunset Lover dragging people, right? And now, like I said, once Hiko was online, which has just happened about a minute ago or so, you know, he just needs to jump in with a Blazing Duet, brings multiple people low from Team Max, and they're not really in a fighting position. I mean, even just a couple auto attacks, oof, plus the charge-up shot from one shot, able to bring them down nearly to half health. As they get ready. Hiko too, though. Good damage for the Thorn Rose. He's going to get healed up while they're revitalized. They're going to try to do the best to defend against this push with a massive disadvantage in terms of gold. You can see they have to really choose the way they fight against Team Spirit. They got to clear in the mid wave, though. It's got to push into here. The base turret is going to go down on the bottom lane. One shot. Go ahead and poking down at Team Max. Another one. Lord's finally going to go down here. Natsu trying to make some work. Thorn Rose trying to clear out the waves, but the turret goes down anyway. Team Spirit still has a wave of pushing up top to possibly clear out one last base turret. I think even with 13,000 gold lead, unless they are able to convert a kill here, they might not push it in, but they drop down the pathway. They're going to flicker out from King Ares. They're still going to be fine, but they can't get this turret. What's Team Max going to do here? Do they watch the base get fully taken out? Hyper jumps in, but he might have gone a little bit too far as he's taken out by Sunset Leveler, and finally King Ares goes down as well. They lose two. Team Max is going to lose the last base turret, and Team Spirit with the numbers of made it. Whoa! Goodbye, Bimo. The key just absolutely decimated. Baxter going to be next. He's going to possibly get dragged back, but the base is going to be worked on. There's one minion. It's cleared out. They still have the mid wave pushing in. So Team Spirit will wait a little bit longer. There's way too much time still here for Team Max to be back up. So the base is going to be locked on, and they will take a dominant game.